What is up, guys? This is John, aka Pokemon, and today I have another Meet the Coaches, and this time it is with Adam, or the coach of the Anaheim Mighty Duckletts. What's your channel name? TV and or TN something weird name that.
TV. It's irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Mighty Duckletts. That's all that really matters.
It's true.
But Adam, so you are one of the other people that I didn't, at least personally, I didn't know much about. You were kind of just, you came out of nowhere in the bracket with Elo and Shady Sin or whatever. And we definitely didn't think that Mr. TV or what? No, you were like the Miami Heat Moors too. You were you had a name and everything, the Miami Heat Moors, and you came out of nowhere, and it's definitely been it's been a pleasure to get to know you. But we got to introduce you to the people of the GBA channel and everything. So, go ahead and tell us, how did you even hear about the GBA in the first place?
Well, I've been a subscriber of Magnitude Steve since he got his channel redid from the first time that he got hacked. So I've always been watching his stuff, and when he first introduced it, I thought it was really, really interesting. I didn't get too deep into it the first season. When the second season came out, I watched basically every video of that stuff, so I've been around watching that for a long time.
Fair enough. That makes sense. I'm pretty similar with you. I remember the first season, I was trying to watch a lot of them. I was a fan of Steve, so I didn't really get too into it after he dropped 8 games in a row or whatever it was. It was hard to be a Saucebucks fan.
Yes.
But
rough time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, fan turned now D-League player. So I'm gonna imagine you wanted to join. You watched every single thing season 2. You got a chance to be in it, and it's like, wow, okay, let's be a part of this.
I'm pretty starstruck that I'm here. So
yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm glad to have you because, well, at least one of the big things is the tournaments. Now, how did that go for you? How did that go?
Okay, so I was kind of in my group play. I was in Group A. I was kind of in almost a group of death, really, because there was Quando Ren 66 in there, and there was also Shady Sin, who's he's a Poké Showdown player. Like he plays a lot. So I was kind of written off as a person of, okay, we just put him in this bracket. And again, for you subscribers out there, the reason I got into this in the first place was because of the fact that I commented and liked and followed all these people and talked. So again, it's important that you guys show your love to videos because they do notice it, and that's the whole reason why I got in. But so I battled them, and I set them all up for basically 3.5 hours straight in a row on a Tuesday, and I managed to sweep the entire bracket and work my way in. So that's how I got into the GBA itself. Now there's a selection tournament for the draft order after that, in which case I managed to work my way in and win that tournament for the first pick of the draft. So I got lucky. I got lucky again.
I don't know if that's luck. I don't know if being undefeated right now in the D-League is luck. Obviously, there's been no actual games, but you went undefeated in the round robin. So whether that one, some people were like, maybe it's a fluke, or maybe this dude he beat 3 people pretty easily in 3 hours. So that's pretty impressive. And then you get into the single elimination. People are like, okay, so is he the real deal, or was this a fluke? And then no, just swept. I remember the championship game of that tournament. You manhandled John's team. I thought that core was just gonna be so hard for anyone to beat, and you had your way with that team. That was a good battle.
I had definitely had a favorable matchup against him. I think he had a Pokemon that really could have shut me down a lot, and that was Jirachi. But he, unfortunately for him, kind of let that go early in the match. So I think that really opened up the way for me to just kind of blow by 4-0 after that. So I'm not going to be modest here. I think that I had a good matchup. My players played well for me. So
that's what it was. Yeah. So I'm going to imagine this next question. I don't really need to ask you. Do you feel comfortable playing in the GBA style?
I do. I love the GBA style. It really works out well for me because of the fact that being able to plan around a set number of Pokemon that you're looking at, it goes to my strength of really damage calcing everything to death. I will say that though going in, even though I did win the tournament, I still think I have an X on my back. Not because people think that I'm probably the best battler out there, but maybe potentially they might think that it was a fluke. I'm gonna be gunned at to by these PokeTubers who want to prove that they're still better than this unknown guy. So I'm gonna go into every battle with a chip on my shoulder to try and win this all.
I really like that attitude. That is, whew, Mighty Duckletts. I mean, you got the name. You're undefeated, at least in GBA D-League play, and you got the attitude. And you just answered the next question. Your expectations for the season, gunning for the title.
I honestly, after the tournament, for me, it would be a disappointment if I didn't come away with the championship. I had a good draft. I have a good team. I have a decently good strategy, and I feel decent going up against these people who they're all great players, and they all have great teams also. But I feel confident about it, and I would be disappointed if I didn't come away with the championship.
Damn, I like that. That is that is the most modest way to say, fuck you guys, I'm better. I'm gonna win it all. Suck my dick. I haven't uploaded a video, but I'm the champion.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Working towards that. So that about wraps it up. But I'm gonna end it. So the team name, obviously, we've gone over that, is the Mighty Duckletts. He's got the awesome team name. He's the Mighty Duckletts. Okay. The dude doesn't have, he doesn't really have that too many supporters though. I mean, he's undefeated, #1 seed. He drafted a pretty strong team. I mean, he had the #1 pick and the #1 in the mega draft. So like he had a pretty good. I mean, he worked for the first one. The second time he got lucky. I mean, awesome guy. And I think he has a great chance to win it. So definitely go check out and subscribe to his channel and follow him and all that good stuff, because he might be someone to watch out for week by week. I don't know. You had some pretty cool sets in the tournament, and I'm definitely excited to see how your team goes. And it's a lot easier rooting for someone like you. Obviously, I'm not going to pick any favorites in this because I want to, I got to do power rankings and all that stuff. But not knowing someone, it's a lot easier to sit back and watch it, see what someone like he does, rather than, like, oh, I want my friend to win, or want that person I know to win. It's just like, okay, never knew him before, don't know anything about him. Let's see what he can do. Damn, I'm impressed. Let's see what he can do for the rest of the season. So, definitely go check him out. I think he's going to have a pretty good season. But do you have anything to say to end the video?
I would say, like I said earlier, comment and subscribe. Because again, your comments go a long way. The people who make these videos do notice all of that. So just make sure that you pay attention to the whole community, and you can get a part of things like this.
Yeah, well put. I like that. Even making my job a lot easier. This guy. So that's about it, and I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.